Greg Ehrenberg from Odd Chopper here to break down the Super Bowl. So typically, I'm doing NBA videos every day. I was doing football videos during the regular season, but there's a little less of a demand come the postseason. But we're coming back because it's the Super Bowl. Big game. A lot of people have betting interest in it, so we're going to be covering it right here. My favorite prop bets for the Super Bowl. As you guys come in, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a comment below. I want to know what you guys are betting on. Whether it's a team that you guys really like to win, whether you feel really confident in the Chiefs or the Eagles, or maybe you do have a prop bet that you guys are for sure is going to hit, or it's a long odd that you think is one that has better odds than what the books are posting, let me know below. I want to know what you guys have money on, and maybe it'll be something I'll tail. If you guys make a really good case for something, it could be something that I'll be encouraged to put my money on as well. So let me know below in the comment section what you guys think. But then also, we have our premium betting Discord channel. Football season is winding down, but guess what? We've got baseball starting a little bit. Basketball season is underway. So if you guys have been looking for something else to bet on, come join our Discord channel. Check out all the other videos that we have on YouTube as well. But in our Discord channel, if you sign up using the link we have below, it is going to get you 50% off your first week when you sign up. And in there, we're posting bets for all different kinds of sports. We got guys covering everything. We're answering any questions you have and sweating the bets along with you. If that is of interest to you, click on the link below for 50% off your first week. But let's talk about the Super Bowl. These are my favorite prop bets for the big game. For my first bet of the Super Bowl, a little bit of line shopping value I like here on Kadarius Toney plus 380 to score a touchdown over at FanDuel. And the reason I say FanDuel specifically is because this line is way different at FanDuel compared to other books. So FanDuel is actually hanging a plus 420 earlier in the day at the time I'm recording on Wednesday, but it has been bet down to plus 380. But compare that to other books. PointsBet has plus 225 on Kadarius Toney to score a touchdown. Caesars plus 235. DraftKings plus 235. So we're getting a much different looking line over at FanDuel compared to other books. And that's something that definitely makes this stand out as a value option, especially because just the way we've seen him utilized in the red zone at points in times with the Kansas City Chiefs, they run a lot of really creative plays for Kadarius Toney once the team gets close to the red zone. And that's actually led to him scoring 3 touchdowns in the 7 regular season games that he played with Kansas City. Now, obviously the one holdup with Toney is always, we know he's talented, but is he healthy? He misses a ton of time, misses a lot of games with injuries, typically end up being hamstring injuries. This is actually where I think the Super Bowl is going to play in his benefit, because what we see in this scenario that we don't see during the regular season all that often, 2 weeks of rest, an additional week off for Kadarius Toney. I think this is great for a player like him who usually needs that time to get healthy. There are very few times in the season that we could bank on Toney to be at 100%. But coming off the extra week of layoff, I think we should feel better about that. So Toney plus 380, where we're getting much better odds at FanDuel than other books, I think that really does make sense. That's one of my favorite longer odds bets of the entire Super Bowl. Toney plus 380 to score a touchdown at any time. If you guys haven't signed up at DraftKings Sportsbook yet ahead of the Super Bowl, take advantage of the offer we have right now, because when you sign up using the DraftKings link we have below, DraftKings is basically going to give you $200 no matter what, because the way this deal works is you sign up using the link, and the first $5 bet you placed on DraftKings, it could be on anything, any sport, any market, it pays out $200 regardless of whether that bet wins or not. So take advantage of this, particularly for the Super Bowl. You guys think the Chiefs win? Cool. You guys think the Eagles win? Also cool. Throw $5 on it, and no matter which team wins, you're going to get paid out $200 when you use this link below to sign up over at DraftKings Sportsbook. If you or anybody that you know has a gambling problem, call or text the number 1-800-GAMBLER. My next prop bet, I've got Quez Watkins for under 1.5 receptions, and yet 1.5 is not a wide line. You know when it is a wide line, though? Quez Watkins' numbers in the playoffs this year. He has a grand total of 0 catches on 1 target. This is a guy who's just simply not been involved in the Eagles' game plan, and, why would he be? He wasn't a top receiver for them in the regular season. The team is healthy right now, and here's something we see happen in the playoffs that just doesn't happen as much in the regular season, where we just see the studs play every single play. They're constantly on the field. So in the regular season, yeah, there's going to be times where Devonta Smith, or there's going to be times where A.J. Brown come off the field, because the Eagles are looking ahead to the future. They're trying to figure out, how do we keep these guys healthy for the long haul? This doesn't matter in the playoffs. And this is where Quez Watkins, it's just hard for me to believe he's going to be super involved. Like I said, he's been targeted once across the entire playoffs, and he did not catch that one target. And that was over-under for receptions in the Super Bowl is 1.5. And it's where I don't really see a reason for the Eagles to try to expand his workload. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. So I'm betting Quez Watkins under 1.5 receptions. Now, for my final prop bet of the Super Bowl, I'm betting Jalen Hurts plus 130 to win MVP. And I do favor the Eagles to win this game. If you guys are in the Discord channel, I give out the Eagles plus 500 to win the Super Bowl. It was about a month and a half ago now, maybe even longer at this point, 2 months ago. But I've been on the Eagles for a while now. I've been anticipating them being the favorite in the Super Bowl. And now we're here. And why would Jalen Hurts not be the favorite to, or at least the player we expect to win MVP in a game where the Eagles are also favored? So if the Eagles go out and win, I think it stands a pretty good chance to reason that Jalen Hurts is going to win MVP. If you look at the prop betting odds for the Super Bowl, like use DraftKings, for example, where they have lines on which position is going to end up winning MVP, QB is minus 600 to win the MVP award. So I think that whatever side you're on, whether it's the Eagles or the Chiefs, I'm on the Eagles side of the game. I think you're just getting better odds by betting Patrick Mahomes to win MVP if you're on the Chiefs, or Jalen Hurts to win MVP if you're on the Eagles, because it is so overwhelmingly likely that the quarterback ends up winning the MVP. So I'm on the Eagles side of the game. I think they end up winning, like I said. And if they do, I mean, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, these are the two players who are likely going to finish 1-2 in MVP voting for the entirety of the regular season amongst every single player in the NFL. So now in a one-game scenario, if the Chiefs win, I think Mahomes is the MVP. If the Eagles win, I think it's Jalen Hurts. And I'm siding with Hurts and the Eagles. So Jalen Hurts plus 130 to win MVP. That is my final Super Bowl prop bet. So recapping my 3 Super Bowl bets, I've got Kadarius Toney plus 380 to score a touchdown at any time. Quez Watkins under 1.5 receptions. And then my MVP pick, Jalen Hurts plus 130 to win MVP. Let me know what you guys think about these below. Or do you have a different bet that you really like? Or do you have a different MVP you like? Maybe you think the Eagles win, but you don't think Jalen Hurts is going to win the MVP. Let me know all that below. Also, before you guys leave, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Good luck, and this is the end of the season. We'll see you back here next year.